Hello. Welcome to the show today. My name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole online. They can't get traction to save their lives, or they're just a carbon copy of everybody else. So, I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I'm on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. Today, let's start with you. So, my friends, here we are. I was thinking a lot about today's topic because I know that a lot of business owners, particularly if you have a small team or if you work in your home or whatever, a lot of us have a little bit of problem with getting off track. Now, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because distractions, internet distractions specifically, there's a lot to distract us out there. There's a lot to, when I'm feeling stuck on something, all I have to do, I have 3 screens in here, people. I have 3 screens. I have 5 if you count the phone and the iPad. There's a lot of screens in here, and every screen has some built-in distractions to it. Probably some cool stuff too. And so I tend to get stuck sometimes. Hey, Ed, good to see you. I get stuck sometimes on just the weirdest stuff, or I've got something that has to be done that's kind of an admin type thing that doesn't get done very often. Sometimes those can just be killers, because if you get stuck, then you get distracted, and then you don't finish the thing, what happens? Are tiny elves going to come out of the woodwork and finish that thing for you overnight? No. Your business is not Keebler, okay? The thing floats to your list tomorrow. How do you feel when you look at that? That's how you feel when you look at that. So, I want to share today the secret that I have, one of them, of getting out of that place of just being stuck. The same things floating to your list day after day after day. It's frustrating. And if you're gonna run a business, and if you're gonna run a business that you want to scale and do massively cool, important things, which you know I do, then you've got to be able to get out of that stuck spot. You gotta. So one of my secrets to doing that is a really simple thing. And it's actually taken out of something called The Artist's Way. This was Julia Cameron many years ago. I think, oh my God, 30 years ago now, the 1990s sometime. She released this book called The Artist's Way. And in this book is an exercise. This exercise is to open a page in a book and write everything down that you're thinking. Everything. Write 3 pages. Or it was either 3 pages or a time limit. I do not recall. For me, I type it, but I don't stop typing. I set a timer. I don't stop typing. Sometimes, and here's what happens. There's usually a lot of gobbledygook that comes out right there. There's a lot of stuff in my head. There's a lot of, oh, I got to do this task later. There's just some stuff going on. But what it does is when I get done writing, I haven't always come to any conclusion about anything. That's not the point. The point is to clear your head. Clear the objections out. Just clear your head so that you can face that task a little bit fresher. For my important stuff, for my stuff that I don't like to do, I usually approach that first thing in the morning, because my objections wake up a little later than me. I'm up, my objections get up a couple hours later. All the things that I don't like to do early. But if I can't, but if there's that thing that's left over that I saw on yesterday and the days before's task list, something like that, something I'm really, really stuck on, then that's the thing where I take you can take 30 minutes, you can take 15, whatever you've got. Take that time and just write it all out on a piece of paper. Doesn't have to be a piece of paper either. I type it. I type it because my brain works so much faster when I type, and I get so much more stuff out of my head. It's a massive head clearer, and it's something that I use every once in a while because we all get stuck. We all get stuck. Whenever I get stuck, I start thinking, I shouldn't be stuck. Whatever. No, I'm a human. I'll get stuck. Sometimes it's self-imposed. Sometimes it's other people imposed. It doesn't matter, though, because wherever you're at, you got to keep moving. Business is being a shark in the water. A shark breathes by water moving across those gills. Shark stops moving, they suffocate. We're the same way. We're the same way. I've got to keep going. I've got to keep looking for that next connection that I'll make with another human being, whether that's in this arena, whether it's, a Zoom meeting, whatever it is. I'm still looking for that connection, and I've got to move forward. I can't afford to be stuck, and neither can you. So that's the message today. I think short and sweet will do absolutely the trick. And I will, of course, be back tomorrow where we're going to talk about, chatbots. They're my favorite thing. My favorite thing is chatbots, but what I'm coming to understand is that my real favorite thing and the problem that I really solve is engagement. It's engagement. It's not reach. Reach, other people do that, my friends, and they do it very well. I do, what's the next step after you've gotten that reach? What do you do with them next? How are you going to give them a world-class experience that's going to help them talk about you to their friends, refer you in situations where people will need you, and just in general keep going on whatever program you've got going on? That's what I solve. That's what I do better than anybody else that I know. Well, I don't know that many people that do chatbots. Anyway, that's the show for today. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you are having a good one. And next time you get stuck, pick up a keyboard, get a blank document going, shut everything else off, and just go. Get rid of what's in your head, and you'll find that picking up that next thing that you were stuck on is much, much easier to do. All right, my friends, that is all for now. And, of course, I will see you in a bit.